There's a war going on, the books can't escape from the team. Call the morning steam, it's time to break one for cover. That's gonna cover, that's gonna cash. Then we make the 100-yard dash to the window. I don't know what you thought. It's Ramon Scott, running so hot. Sports make money and we make money with sports money every single day. NFL, NHL, NCAA. Stay away from the juice, we might play a parlay. It's the morning steam. What? Ramon Scott, sports money. What? Wake your ass up and let's get to the money. Get to the money. You know how we do it.
All right, a pleasant good morning to you and a pleasant November to you here from the Sports Money Network. And let's get ready to go for the Morning Steam Show here for Saturday, November the 1st. We're ready to go tonight with great coverage here of UFC Vegas 110 with that main event here this evening between Garcia and Onama, and the co-main event between Cortez Acosta and Elijah tonight here on the Sports Money Network, and we'll be along with companion coverage as our featured coverage here on the channel tonight at 4 o'clock Eastern, 1 o'clock Pacific with UFC from Las Vegas here, and we'll be with Mikey and Jeff, and we'll have some great times here with college football today, and the World Series will go off as well, right about when the main card does tonight, so that's going to be pretty great. We'll talk about the World Series here in just a moment. Right now is what I feel like we should do as we get ready for the card. Yeah, we got college football, preview a dozen games, got 6 games of NBA and some NHL as well. But man, who is talking what in the chat? I'm going to talk about the World Series. Jerry says, told everybody, because nobody would listen. The Dodgers are back to within a game 7 here tonight, and they'll have Shohei Ohtani, I think, going on the mound tonight. And going up against the Blue Jays here. Jerry's overrated. All right, and will the Blue Jays choke tonight? No, I don't know. It's all Jerry at this point talking to himself there in the chat. So, well, no one was there to respond, unfortunately. But he is saying Mac's going to get rocked tonight. Greg Gibson here, he says about old Uncle Bill last night in Carolina and Syracuse. Syracuse trotted out that quarterback. I think they got him in the stands. I think it was over there with Carolina getting it. Greg also there, Lakers, Phoenix, and Portland. Greg said it was Colorado and the Dodgers. Told me. And let's see here. Greg's on the Celtics. Pelicans plus the points there that's from yesterday. Greg there also with some other comments. It's Greg, it's Jerry. I better just talk about the game here right now I'll get back to that. That's more interestingly hear what I have to say, I think, about the World Series last night. The Dodgers only had 4 hits, but 3 of them came in the 3rd inning. Then the Blue Jays, of course, got runners at 2nd and 3rd, none out, and you had a pop-up to first base, and then the incredible double play there from left field to second base, and Toronto finished 1 for 9 with runners in scoring position. That was Ernie Clement that popped up the ball there to first base. Couldn't even get 1 run in. Tell you what, that ball, though, you got to be careful of the Dodgers. When that ball got lodged in, yeah, it's a double, a ground. That's a ground rule double, not when it bounced over the fence. That's when it's a automatic double. But ball got stuck there underneath, but you better just go get that, man. You don't want to put it in the referee. You don't want to put it in the umpire's hands and that ball gets lodged in underneath the padding there. Just go get it. If you can't pull it out, then they'll really give you a ground rule double if you can't pull the ball out fast enough. But man, could you imagine you're standing there with your arms up thinking, oh, ground rule double. And hey, I think we know the rules. As soon as it got stuck, everyone knew. Everybody paused and said, okay, ground rule. But the Blue Jays didn't. They kept running. And the Dodgers, you better go get that ball. Anyways, but get ready tonight for Game 7. Who knows what's going to happen? You got incredible Shohei Ohtani in there, maybe backed up by Glass now. You know, they were going to use him there yesterday, right, in the 9th inning. Got out of there with just a couple of pitches. So he'll be ready to go behind Ohtani, I would guess, here tonight. And the Blue Jays behind Max. And oh, gosh, how much can you really get out of Max? Max better come with it. Hey, Max will tell you when he's done. I hope he doesn't ask to stay in there one batter too many, because you're going to want to probably listen to Max tell you when he's done pitching. Don't let it be too much for Max. So great game last night. A good, real baseball game, right? A low-scoring game, 3-1 there. Dodgers won it, forcing Game 7 here tonight. We'll preview it here in just a moment. There was some college football last night, Memphis and Rice. Hey, we had Memphis here on the morning steam, didn't we? In that 38-14 win, Memphis dominated. Lewis was in there, 18 of 22 for 225 yards passing, and Memphis is 8-1. You guys mentioned Uncle Bill in there. I did have a premium pick winner on the under in that game with my winnable win club, and it was 27-10. Syracuse actually led 10-6 at halftime. And then the Tar Heels outgained Syracuse for the game, 425-147, as Syracuse had a very inexperienced quarterback in there, couldn't get anything going. And then late it was Louisiana Tech, 55-14 over Sam there as Tech rolled, and Thiebonen had 3 touchdowns. Tech led 27-0 at halftime. Also had a premium pick winner, Pennsylvania and Brown game to go under there yesterday. NBA winners here, premium pick winner, Hawks and Pacers game to go over. We had, and also here on the show, we had the Raptors. Mikey Money had that one as a premium. We gave out the Raptors on the show here yesterday. We also gave out the Bulls here on the show yesterday, and Mikey Money had that one as a premium as well. And then we had on the show also Portland last night against Denver as well. NHL, still looking for winners here, I think, with the NHL card last night. Actually, we did have one winner late. We did have the over in the game between Detroit and Anaheim in that 5-2 game. Oh, we had the Islanders on the puck line. We were 2-0-1 in hockey last night. 2-0-1. So you might want to head on over to winnable.com/Ramon, where I've got my picks for today, including 5 games of the early slate in college football, my full card UFC selections for today. Every fight, every result, and every round prediction I have over there today. I'm enjoying that. You can just watch the show. You don't need to go subscribe unless you want to get it early. I'll be on the show, and as the guys call on me, I'll tell you what I'm on in those fights. So check it out today over at winnable.com/Ramon. I've been pretty hot over there, so check it out and use the promo code STEAM to save 20% off the premium pick price over there. Comes out to about 40 cents a day when you consider I also throw on usually an extra week if you get a month. So if this show's worth 40 cents a day to you, why not consider subscribing, get some late plays from me, late updates direct to your phone. You can set the notifications for your text or email. And I send out those packages 30 to 60 minutes before game time as I finalize the card and send out my best plays at winnable.com/Ramon. Now let me see if I can catch up to the chat here a little bit and see if I can get through the riffraff here a little bit. All right, MVP for Vladimir. I'll just pick a few good ones from these 2 gentlemen here. there. I will say uh, one thing about if we do get into the bullpen, I know they both have bad bullpens. I mean, they're both 4.3 ERA or so in the postseason, and you do have Toronto allowing 14 home runs in the postseason. The Dodgers have allowed 4 home runs here in the postseason. All right, here's Nuke in the chat, everyone. Like this video, subscribe to our channel, Sports Money, here on YouTube, fastest growing sports betting channel on YouTube. Keith Just Truth is here. Blake is here as well. Laker Boy says this World Series has been boring. Some people would say this has been the worst, but most people, actually, Laker Boy, I don't. Maybe I would question your appreciation of baseball. A lot of people are saying this is one of the best World Series they've ever seen. I'm not kidding. That is what people are saying. Dodgers in 7 says Irish King. Googie McDougal's here. Is that a heat? Is that a heat map or is that a hurricane? Up there, is that a strike zone heat map? Blue Jays will put up a fight. Take the Blue Jays, says Cash Game. Robert McCormick is here, and Nunya is here as well in the chat today. He wants an Ivy League, and we had it there yesterday, a winner. Hopefully we get it going today, and we'll have those updates here, hopefully, with the added board here. We got to get going. I mean, we've got so many games to cover here. I think we just got to start. All right. Here we go. Let's go. Unless we got any more. Let's see. Nunya's part of the riffraff there, I think is what he's saying. And Greg says a great series. Blue is here today. That's special. All right. And Robert, he must have been betting that championship game on CBS that I was have on over here, maybe. All right, let's go. Let's go. World Series. Let's just start to get the picks in. I mean, come on. I mean, what else do we have to say when it comes to this game? We can kind of look at the matchups a little bit. Ohtani, he's going to go as long as he can. Maybe a pitch complete game, no hitter. Maybe a pitch a perfect game. He's Ohtani. Why wouldn't he? Here in this one. So you got the, oops, where's my graphic? Okay, here we go. Dodgers 145 here with Ohtani going. You know what you're going to get here from Ohtani? You can get that fastball in there, and I think his props 4.5 strikeouts today. That doesn't sound too hard for Ohtani here. Will he be backed up by Glass now here when he's out of gas? I mean, you got to figure the Dodgers don't want to get to any of those awful pitchers that they have coming out of the bullpen. If they can go with 2 starters most of the way, I will say this. If they end up going to Kershaw, then they're in trouble, and the game is going to be like 9-7 or 9-8 in the ninth, in the 8th or 9th inning, and they're out of pitchers, and Kershaw's all they got left. I hope that's not the case, but it could be. Once they get past the starters here, look, Max is going to be gamey, right? I guess there's a percentage chance that Max could blow up too, but I don't want to doubt his Hall of Fame pedigree here coming into this game and needing to pitch basically one of the games of his life, it feels like right now here. And why wouldn't he have a good, strong outing? I think the starting pitchers can go very, very strong here to get the game started. It's just that what's going to happen once they get into the bullpens, if they can, they're gonna, Max isn't going to be very deep. Can the bullpens hang here? Can they? We've seen moments of brilliance between them, and maybe here with a little bit of, I don't want to say rest. It is the 3rd game now, but a few of them have been out there for sure. But they were out there yesterday doing a pretty good job. It felt like, right? So go ahead and start to chime in a little bit. Well, I won't get too crazy here, but Dodgers have needed just 8 1/3 innings from their bullpen over the last 3 games, and one included a day off there. And the Blue Jays relievers have gone 8 2/3 innings over the last 3 days here. Now, this price is kind of starting to go up in favor of the Dodgers here right now. And, well, they do have Ohtani, so Let's see here. We got some in the chat. Probably be getting all hot and bothered with Jerry because, man, I kind of want to take the Dodgers as well. Here we go. All right, Nunya's ready to go here with football. Dirty Reg needs the Dodgers to win today. Damon Waring, good morning. Otani for Blue, Jays for Nuke, Blues on the Dodgers, and Greg. He says somebody should last 5 innings in there. Irish King, I think that's Dodgers. It says winning again. Jays first 5 for Gooey. Blue, keep Graham. I think keep. I think that means keep Kershaw on the bench. Nunya likes the Dodgers. Blake's on the Blue Jays. I think Greg is saying Max is shaking sometimes. I think he meant to say there. You're gonna go get those guys. Got to face 3 batters, right? Probably I love all the new rules in baseball except for the 3 batter rule. Should be able to put whoever you want in the game. Okay, Roberts under 8. And Nunya says he needs to win. Damon Waring needs the Jays here. All right, I think, and Mike says he's holding the Jays ticket here. All right, and again, I mean, I'm on the Jays unless it's Shohei Ohtani's pitching, so I'm on the Dodgers with Ohtani. I believe he's the best man for the job. He's the best man in the world. You better prove it in this game. It's hey, you're getting a great price with the Blue Jays. I don't think there's any good price with the Dodgers here at all. Probably pretty popular, but I'm taking Ohtani pretty much. A fanboy, I guess. All right, let's keep moving though right now. Greg did take Toronto and the runs there. Yep, Greg's on Toronto. And this is a 7-game series. You know it. Yep. We wanted it. We got it. But boy, it almost ended there last night, didn't it, in that 9th inning? Wow. Really came close there to tying it, or man, really a big to get the Jays all the way up in that emotion and then all the way down there. Let's hope it didn't affect them too much, and that the Jays will be ready. Okay, that's going to be great. We talk about it longer. We got to do a lot of football here. Let's go right to it. Hope I picked I didn't pick them all. Couldn't pick them all, but. Let's see here. Penn State and Ohio State in this one. You got Penn State here, an 18-point dog going up against the Buckeyes in this one. Look, Penn State, maybe you think here that, hey, they, fired the coach, move along, kind of try to resurrect the program a little. What are they going to do? I mean, what are you going to do? Now you're going up against Ohio State. Now, the move has been on Penn State here. I mean, it was as high as 20. Now we're looking at 18. I mean, okay, you've been watching this Ohio State team coming in, national championship favorite, I guess, here right now, 18-point favorite. And Penn State coming in just 3-4. It's been this isn't what was supposed to happen. This was supposed to be one of the biggest games of the year coming in, I think. Heading into the season, but hey, that hasn't been the case right now. And it's because Ohio State continues to roll and dominate. I think they'll cover this game. Actually, I think the discount where you need it has already come in. The fact that the line here was 21, 20 and a half, and now it's down. I know there's some 19 and a halves out there. You probably have to do some shopping if you want to get it down to 18 here, but I'm going to take Ohio State actually to win this game and cover the spread here. Just want to mention this one because Ohio State is still undefeated here right now, so I'll get some closer games and we'll have some better decisions to look at, but just wanted to make put Ohio State here in the roundup right now as they are taking Penn State. Still a big game in the programs, but obviously Penn State's got some issues here right now. SF9 did a little basketball, and Nine Legacy guys are still going on that. SF Niners got the tennis plays here for us right now, and That line went down a little. Take the points, right? Oh, yeah. I'm like, I don't want it. I was glad. I was like, I was going to maybe suggest a total here, but then I'm like, you know what? I think I like Ohio State now that this spread has gone down. All right, and there is a lot of Ohio State there. Udinese for SF9 or Ohio State rules for Andrew, and Robert likes the over in this one with Penn State and Ohio State. All right. Again, like I said, I want to talk about the best games, but I'm always going to talk about on a show that I'm a part of. Anytime the service academies meet one another, you're probably going to get a preview from me, and that's what I'll do here with Army taking on Air Force. Army's 3-4 right now coming in. They also one of their losses was to Tarleton this season, one AA club, but Army's going to do it on the ground, of course, and they run for 237 yards per game this season. Army's been pretty fortunate here lately, +4 in turnovers in the last 4 games. Army has gone under the total, and a lot of talk here going into these service academy games. Is the fact that some of these Air Force has been going over a little bit, Navy's been going, Army's been going under still, and I think once you get the service academies back together, I think you got to go back to the old standby. Under is just 11 for 11 in the last 11 games in this series. So, okay, maybe it is going to go through the roof here at 49, and they'll get a 6 or 7 touchdowns, throwing some field goals, and maybe it'll go over. But I think when you get, why the, defense rules in service academy games, you know why the rest of the world think we don't have any defense. So I'm going back where I go when you got service academies. Army, Navy, maybe it'll be different. Maybe we'll look at it differently. But in this one, where you have 11 straight unders in this series, I'm going to go under. Again, Army's won 6 of the last 8 meetings. Last 2 years, Army won by a combined score of 43-6. It was 23-3 and it was 20-3. Pretty much the same thing each time. Now, whether or not Army will take this one down, I mean, here we are dealing with a pick'em game. I don't know, but I'm going with the under. Back to going under in this one. If anything, like I said, the Army did win it 20-3 and 23-3 last 2 years. Maybe it'll kind of be the same type of deal. If it's going to be like that 2 years in a row, maybe they'll still get it here. But Army is on the road here. It's the first time Army's been to Air Force, I believe, since the pandemic. I don't think they've been here since the pandemic. So Air Force is 25-16 against the spread in their last 41 non-conference games. Air Force, so this is just their 4th time as a home underdog. About once a year, they're a home underdog. Well, they're a pick'em here now, so I think I'll just leave that stat alone. In fact, one book has them as a 1-point favorite. I'm going to go under in this one. All right, let's take a look at some more comments. And Blake will go under here. Cash Kane is going under. And Blue says they're going to change the rules right in the middle of the World Series. They'll just say, hey, you know what? Ohtani can bat. And then, if they need him again, they'll say he can bat again, back to back. How about that one rule they want to change where you can, name your own extra inning batters or something like that in the future? They're thinking about it. I don't know if I like that. And say, you wouldn't go maybe a better answer might be instead of just going through the lineup over and over, you could just bring up the same 3 guys every time. That doesn't sound great. Billy says, how about those Dodgers getting into the 7th game? Army for 9 legacy. Tricky game, says Greg here. Jimmy, good morning as well. And Robert likes the Air Force. Dunya, he's our UAB correspondent. He says they'll beat UConn as 12-point dogs. Man, they fired my man, Trent Dilfer, and then they came up with Mortensen, and he's done a great job. Alex Mortensen did a great job. Maybe he can do something there at UAB. All right. Don't bet those Armed Forces games. I love the Armed Forces games so much, especially the Army-Navy game. Mad Max to throw the game of his life. We should have did more of the baseball segment. Penn State and Texas Tech, I think, for Keith Just Truth. Action Jackson's here this morning. Army usually plays Navy. Yep, they will meet, of course, on that special game. And I'll never make it there to the Army Navy game on my bucket list of things. I've never gone yet to the Army Navy game. I don't like my chances. All right. Army here for Nunya. Money line, first half, full game. Army money line for Bill. And here's Blue. He likes under, I think, and under and something. All right, here we go. Next up. Going to cover about 12 games. So we got to keep going. But look at this one. Ooh, it's going to be a good one here. Vanderbilt at Texas. It feels like they're making it tougher on Vandy. Here, Texas is favored by 3 total, 46.5 here in this one with Texas at home. And big pause, right, guys? Is this going to be the one? Is all the air going to come out of the sails for Vandy here? Having to go into Austin and play. I mean, look, they've been great. And Texas, I mean, when Texas isn't without their own set of, I don't know, issues, problems. I don't know what you want to call it. I mean, it does feel like, they're not the world beaters. We know they've had some flaws this year for sure. We know that we got Manning in there, though, so that's a big deal. He's in there after the concussion. So that is something to ponder for sure. The Longhorns aren't winning by many points, but they're winning. They won by 15. They won by 3. They won by 7. They haven't played here at home in 5 weeks. They've been playing on the road, a little bit of neutral there, of course, with the Red River rivalry. And Texas just 2-5 against the spread this season as a favorite. Texas won last year just 27-24 in Nashville as a 17-point favorite, but this line's 3. Longhorns outgained them in that game by 125 yards. For Vandy here, 7-1, both teams 3-1. The SEC right now, we know that Commodores lost to Alabama, and that's really been it. They've scored 31 points or more in all 7 of their wins. They've got a Heisman candidate in Diego Pavi. In fact, he's the only guy that I'm holding the ticket on. And boy, if he can win this one, that'd be pretty good. Vandy is 14-9 against the spread as a road underdog, but 8-13 against the spread their last 21 games coming in off of a win. Vanderbilt still 6-1 against the spread, last 7 on the road, dating back to last year. Texas just 2-8 against the spread straight up, dating back to a couple of games last year as well. Now, let's see if you have it in the chat. I want Vandy, but I think time is up. I think time is up in the end, but this is a special team, no doubt. All right. Niners losing by 40, says Bill. Cash Kane likes the under. Texas -3. CU Vandy. Texas season on the line. And Vandy to win outright, says 9 Legacy. And I hate to do it too. Even if Blake is, guys, Blake is our Tennessee correspondent. He's our Nashville correspondent. If he's telling us Texas, that's a big thing. I'm on Texas. I'm already on Texas, but Blake is. I wish Blake would just and Blake. I wouldn't say he's a good homer. I mean, when the Tennessee team is looking good, I think he takes them because he knows that when they're in. I think he feels it here. Vandy going to the playoffs, says Bill. Is this an elimination game for the playoffs? I think they both can still make it, right? I mean, but the SEC is getting pretty thick there. And Greg says, no, we've got him in. We've got the Texas quarterback in here, past all his concussion protocol. All right, Texas overrated and overhyped, says Greg. He might be on Vandy here. Robert's on the under. And let's see, SF Niners on Vandy. Andrew says the Sharps are on Texas. Manning has the name right. Greg, he's not the son of Eli. He's not the son of Peyton. He's the son of Cooper Manning, who didn't make it as a pro quarterback. Didn't make it as a Vandy losing, says Jerry. And Mark A, there he is. Hello, Mark. Manning is playing. All right. Thanks, you guys. Great comments there. SEC beating up each other, right, Nunya? And then you end up with a bunch of SEC teams with 1 and 2 losses, and then somebody gets screwed, and you're like, why do we have this team in here and this good team from the SEC isn't in? All right, Texas could be ready for anything Vandy brings. Vandy is dandy. It is a special team. I wouldn't mind seeing this Vandy team keep it going. I want that Pavia ticket to cash. But I think time is up. I've got Texas here. I think just a little bit too much. You know what? Maybe just a little bit too much home field. I mean, home too much. It's going to be rough going to play Austin. And this program, as great as they are right now, as hot as they are, some of these venues can be very, very difficult. It feels like I'm taking Texas here in this one. All right, hey, how about this game? I mean, we got to at least touch on this one. This is a big conference game here in this one, right, between Navy and North Texas. Navy took the steam here this week, but you got North Texas here, a 6.5-point favorite against Navy, and we got North Texas. We know they've got the passing game. We know they have everything here. Look, Navy's. You got to be pleased. You got to be happy. Navy comes in here undefeated. This has been awesome, no doubt about it. Playing North Texas feels like something like North Texas has got something special. Speaking of something special here, right? It feels like they might be the team. I know they have the one loss, but they might be the team that, somehow could they find a way into the tournament, if you will, but favored by 6.5 here, total 66.5. I think they are a really good team. Actually, I'm kind of worried here for North Texas a little bit. I know that steam came in on North Texas here, but I don't know. For me, I think I might prefer North Texas and Mestamaker here with that big passing yards. I already think it's probably going to be a shootout. The total is through the roof already. It's already up to 66.5 here in this one. So the only way I'm seeing this actually is to probably get with North Texas here. They're 4-1 against the spread at home so far this season. They've gone over in 6 of 7 games. Navy's gone over in 6 of 7 games as well. Navy's on a long winning streak dating to last season, 10 straight wins here now, but just 1-5 against the spread in their last 6. Now, granted, they've been a favorite actually in some games against some comparable teams here, but I've got North Texas here. I know Navy probably should be disciplined enough maybe to get this number. I think North Texas might win this one by double digits, and I've got North Texas to kind of roll here a little bit. I'll take them probably by double digits over Navy in this one. All right, here comes a few more picks. Nunya, let's see. Do I get it right? Oh, let me go back here. Pavia rushing yards for Nasty Nate joining us today. Thank you, Nate. Also, Nunya. Oh, Nunya's got his blowout here, but Pavia on those rushing yards. Air Force to score a lot. 5, they are. They are totally here at over. Air Force, let's see if we get it right here. They've started to bring it back to the under a little bit. Okay, let's see here. North Texas, 4-9 Legacy. Under maybe for Blake. Ohio State, Penn State, under, says Reish. Robert is on Navy. Bill says Air Force has no defense. And Greg here, I think that's an over right there. That's an over, and that is also Navy. That's Navy and over right there. Mestamaker just passed for 600 yards. I mean, Navy better not allow that, or the Russians are going to come in and attack us because of the shutdown too. I mean, that's Russia. Come on, what are you doing? Government shut down. This is when you should go in and. I could get in trouble here. North Texas money line for Nunya. And Nunya loves betting Arkansas no matter what. Greg's on the over. Please says Aggies by 30. Bill might make it. He might take Arkansas. Bill says bet against Arkansas because of Petrino. No class. Nunya's got the Wolverines. All right. And that's it for that one. Let's keep it going. Man, a lot of games. Arizona State and Iowa State here. Got to probably touch on this one, it feels like. A pretty decent matchup here. Maybe Iowa State, not quite what they were expecting right now at 2-3. In fact, ASU is 3-2. Both teams are 5-3 overall. ASU's conference wins have been just by 3, 3, and 4 points. So why would they be expected here to not get blown out in this one by Iowa State? Iowa State probably pretty live, it feels like, here in this one. But problem here for Arizona State is their quarterback, Sammy Levitt, he's out for sure. And now Arizona State's been put behind the 8 ball a little bit, it feels like. It's going to make it pretty difficult here. Granted, they have a capable backup here, it feels like. But when you lose a guy like Levitt and some of these numbers he had, 1,600 yards, pretty strong all year. And not only that, Jordan Tyson's also out for Arizona State. And some other guys are out too. As Jeff Sims is getting the start here because Christian Hunt, the other quarterback, he's out. A wide receiver, Noble Johnson is out. Tight end, Jaden Fortier, he's out. There were just injuries, it feels like, for Arizona State that might be making life a little bit difficult even here against Iowa State. Now, Iowa State's got a few guys sidelined as well, particularly on offense, basically about a half a dozen guys that do make some contributions. So I got to go under here in this one with Arizona State and Iowa State. Both teams are missing some key components on offense here this week. So I have the under in this one between Arizona State and Iowa State. And let's see what we got. We're getting our SNAP benefits gone. We got to keep Ukraine with a bunch of drones, says Billy. All right. And I am saluting here apparently on the show. That doesn't sound great. All right. Iowa State will drill them for a double-digit victory here in this one. Dirty Reg likes Colorado State, I think, there. And Blake is on Iowa State. And Blues, let's see here. I go through all the politics talk I started. And I didn't even mean to do that. What was I saying? Robert here on the under. And Blue is on the under as well. Cash Kane going with Arizona. I think he means Arizona State, though, over there, unless we're talking that Arizona game later. And Greg says Iowa State to win this one. Probably right on the money there. There's Iowa State for 9 legacy. Arizona State's team total under. And he was talking Arizona then there, I think. All right, we'll keep it moving here right now and go to the world's largest outdoor cocktail party. You better believe it. We are calling it what it is when Georgia takes on Florida here in Jacksonville. And look, Florida, I mean, are they reeling after Napier has been fired? Does it even matter anymore? Have they already moved on and trying to just figure things out? I mean, they're 2-2 here. Georgia comes in 6-1, 4-1. They're kind of rolling here right now. It feels like they've won by 21, 10-8 in their last 3 games overall. Georgia's terrible as a favorite. We know that. 7-18 against the spread last 25 games. Meanwhile, the Dogs come in also 7-18 in their last 25, coming off a win. So these numbers are not great. But you know what? It is one of the best rivalries around still, no matter how you look at it. But it's just a matter of where does Florida stand here this season. I mean, they've, you fire the coach. The season's over. They're 3-4 overall. They're 2-4, against FCS teams, averaging just 12.5 points per game in those games. I mean, how are they going to get anything going here? They're 1-5 against the spread in their last 6 overall. Georgia's won 7 out of the last 8 meetings, going 5-3 against the spread. 4 of the last 5 meetings have gone over. I think Georgia rolls here today, and I'm going to take Georgia actually to win and cover in Jacksonville today in the cocktail party. Let's see what we got. All right. Gators and under here, and Georgia here 27-24. Trying to sip through the chat here a little bit. Dunya might be on the dogs, and okay, that's about it. All right, ruining the chat here, guys. Oops. Yeah, that probably is it for Niner there. When he said, you had to, once he went to once he went to the word there, that probably did it. Okay, let's see here. Blake says Georgia on a lean. Here's Georgia for Robert. And Line Legacy's got the Gators to cover there. All right, well, hope SF Niner can come back sometime, but I started getting all the gay card or whatever. That makes it easy for me. All right, and I'm gonna take Georgia. Next up, Virginia. I don't think we'll be talking about this one, but I think we should, right? Virginia's still got plenty of life, it feels like, trying to chase them down in the ACC here. So why not? Let's take a look at this one. Favored by 6 points on the road at Cal here today for Virginia. And let's see what you have here with Virginia on the road. Man, this one's gone from 3 up to 6. We know that Cal's already pulled off big-time upsets right at home this season. They've kind of excelled in this role a little bit, getting points at home against a few team, as a dog, basically. They've done it before. And Virginia probably is the most fortunate team in the country. They've had 3 overtime wins and the lucky escape there against Washington State. That's in the last 4 weeks alone. So how are they going to come in here and lay a touchdown? I get it. I think the Sharps are actually kind of on Virginia, but Cal already has a bit of a reputation for pulling these off. Virginia was outgained in all 4 of those games. They should have 4 or 5 wins, probably not 7, but Cal's a little bit hard to trust. They've been up and down. They got rocked there by Virginia Tech last week, but I think we're on. I'm trying to remember now, but I have a feeling that Cal can probably hang in there in this one again because, like I said, Virginia's been pretty lucky. Yeah, they've got a great record here coming in right now, and that makes them kind of stand out, and they can chase these guys down. I mean, no doubt. I mean, they're favored to win, so they could still win and then be live here a little bit, but they're 7-1. Let's go to the chat here, though. I won't spend too much time on it. I'm going to take Cal here for sure in this one with those with an extra field goal. It feels like the spread went up, based on the little bit of momentum here. I think that they have here because Cal, they're relatively healthy. I show here, and Virginia's got some guys out. Let's take a look at the chat, see what's going on here. All right, with let's see, Virginia for blue. Greg's on Cal, Derek's on Cal, Robert's on Cal, Blake's on Cal. There's a lot of Cal. It's Cal Worthington. Jim's on the over, and Cal for Cash Cane. All right. And Robert says under in this one. All right. And Virginia for 9 Legacy. All right, I'm taking Cal in this one. They'll keep it. It's going to come. It'll be within a field goal, I'm sure. Virginia might even win. All right, let's go back to the SEC now with Oklahoma and Tennessee. Final. And Tennessee favored in this one. Oh, really? By 3? I like Tennessee. I like Aguiar here, but Man, this is going to be a good one. This is going to be a wild one. It feels like today with some good. Feels like Mateer in there. Maybe he's your Heisman favorite still at this point. Who do you have winning the Heisman, guys? Could it be Diego? But here comes Mateer and OU in this game, in a big game here, taking on Tennessee. So this one feels pretty important right now, given the records here at this point. You got Oklahoma coming in here 6-2, Tennessee 6-2 overall, and still with solid conference records as well. So here I expect points for sure in this one. I mean, look, how could you not with Mateer coming in here and with Aguiar as well? Should be a hot matchup, it feels like, tonight in this one with Oklahoma and Tennessee. Let's see what you guys have in the chat. Watch the kiss cam here. Oklahoma 2-2 in conference play. Tennessee is 3-2 right now. Sooners have lost 2 of their last 3 after that 5-0 start right now. So let me see Mateer's official status. I'm pretty sure everyone's expecting him here in this game. Yeah, he's not even really on the official injury list, it looks like, right now. So it's all systems go here. Tennessee favored by 3. I'm taking Oklahoma, actually, in this game. I think I actually like them maybe to win this game outright, but I'm going to just grab the points here. Should be a great game. I'm going to take OU in this one over Tennessee. Now, I can't tell you. I mean, OU 12-18 in conference games in their recent stints, even dating back to the other conference here a little bit. Oklahoma's been under in 6 of their last 7 games coming in. Volunteers have allowed some points for sure, 31 or more in 5 of their last 6 games, including their 2 losses. They gave up 44 and 37. They're certainly not a big favorite here in this one. So Tennessee is 16-10 against the spread as a home favorite under Heupel. Here, Tennessee beat the Sooners last year in Norman, 25-15 as a 7-point favorite. They outgained OU 345-222 in that game. It was their first meeting in 10 years. I'm going to take Oklahoma in this one today to get it done. A lot of comments from you guys in this game. Let's take a look. All right. And Tyrone Christopher is in the chat. Hello, Tyrone. He's got some picks here. Old Dominion, Western Kentucky, and UNLV hanging out with the mid-major, with the group of 4 there, the pack of 4. And let's see. Florida first half for Keith Just Truth in that other game. Vols for Blake here. He's the man with the T on the helmet. And Tennessee by 2 touchdowns. Tough game, and the spread went down. Rocky Top by 3, says Jimmy D. Jimmy Lambeau is here. All right. Yeah, good job, right, Jimmy? We're waiting for the steam, right? I mean, have we gotten any? I haven't heard any steam there on any of the added board games. I mean, it is top of the hour. Sometimes they fire right now. Hopefully we get some. I know I had some hockey steam come in, but I don't think I've heard anything yet while we've been on the show here. Yeah, we need that. You're right. Tennessee at night is money. Good morning to Sports Money. Today we'll be here. Make sure you join us, you guys, 4 Eastern, 1 Pacific. And notice. Let's see. Nunya says he's got Tennessee by 14. Yep, I'm on OU today. Blues on Tennessee. A lot of Tennessee here. David, Tennessee team total over. Roberts on the under in this game. And hey, I have stuff from both these teams for sure. All right. Let me keep it moving here right now. We got to keep it going. How about USC going in to take on Nebraska in Lincoln? Lincoln's in Lincoln today, with USC a 4.5-point favorite here, and the total 59 with SC on the road here. It's gone down a little bit. I mean, SC was, I think, about a 6-point favorite but now they're down to a 4.5. There's some 5s out there too. Might want to call it 5 because I think I'm on SC here a little bit. Usually this is kind of the role that I kind of trust Nebraska in usually, but I want to think that SC has more talent here. I might need your help in the chat in this game, actually, to make my call. SC comes in here 5-2, 3-2 in the Big Ten. Nebraska's 6-2, 3-2 in the Big Ten. Nebraska's gained less than 300 yards in 3 of their last 4 games. They're 5-0 when they score 28 or more, but they're 1-2 when they don't. USC comes in here. They've allowed 34 points in their 2 losses. They've scored, however, 31 or more in 6 of their last 7. SC here has gone 3-12 with Lincoln Riley as a road favorite. 3-12 on the road against the spread. Meanwhile, for Rule here, 13-8 as a home underdog in his coaching career. But Nebraska under Rule just 6-14 against the spread in conference games right now. USC won last year at home, 28-20, covering 7 points by 1 point. It was the first meeting in 10 years between those 2 teams there. Man, I was on a show last night saying this is kind of the spots where I trust Nebraska. Let me go to the chat. But, man, I just feel like USC, probably my least favorite here. I might even just pick this one on a whim after I read what you guys have to say. This one has me a little bit. I like the total. I know what I like on this total, but let me see here what you guys have. All right. Some comments here on the other games. Blues on Nebraska here. Nunya says Tennessee team total is cash money. Cash Kane USC money line. Tyrone's going with USC. And right, Billy? Come on. Everybody knows. It's not like they're going to not be drinking there at the game today, right? Everybody knows what all the shirts will say, the USC win, Nebraska cover. Could it be a good game here? Penn State team total there. And Nunya says, yeah, you might have SC's big boys coming in here and throwing their weight around a little bit. Billy says, though, you know what? Nebraska, they've got Pat Mahomes Jr., as Mike likes to call him. Nunya says, rest in peace, Nebraska. Robert's on the under here. Jim's on the Huskers. I'm on SC. I'm on SC. I'm on SC. I was on a show last night kind of talking up Nebraska a little bit, that this is the right role for him, but I'm a little bit of an SC honk here, and I'm going to kind of go with a little bit of bias here, I think, in this one. The USC, to me, should win and cover, and if they don't, it's kind of like Nebraska, too. I want to trust them in certain spots, and I don't want to take points there when they're a road favorite at Rutgers. I don't want that. Okay, Blake's on the under here. Blues on Nebraska. Greg says right there, close game. How about it? And let's see here. That might be it. Okay. And Greg says USC does struggle on the road a little bit. Yeah, but this is Nebraska. They're known for playing to their competition. Okay, last game, you guys. Here we go. This is a good one for sure. You have Cincinnati. They've had a great season, but they really been tested like this. Utah defense is going to test them here in this one. This will be tough. Now, they were a 7-point favorite, and I would have been all over Utah as a premium as a 7-point favorite. Here, I'll probably just go with them on the show as a 10-point favorite, but I do like them here. And in fact, I'm seeing some 10.5s out there right now. Cincinnati's been great this year. It's been a nice story here right now, but I'm going with Utah today to get a double-digit win here for sure in this one tonight. Cincinnati's time is up a little bit. They've won 7 in a row since they lost to who? Nebraska. So how good could they really be, right? Satterfield, 19-26 in his career as an underdog against the spread, 13-18 against the spread as a road underdog in his career. Now Cincinnati is 5-0 straight up and 4-1 in conference games this year, 4-1 ATS. So they're undefeated coming in, and Utah has 2 conference losses and they're a 10.5-point favorite. I mean, that it's not one of those, hey, the line should tell you, but the line's at least telling you they're going to win this game, even though Cincinnati comes in undefeated here in conference play. Dampier is the man, I think. Do we agree there? I mean, Sorsby, hey, look, I mean, he's a great story too for Cincinnati, but I think there's a difference in quarterback here. Utah 12-7 against the spread, last 19 as a favorite. These two teams have not met since 2000. They haven't met since 25 years, 2000. Not 2020 or Big Ten home favorites this year are 16-9 against the spread in conference games. I'm going to go ahead and lay it here with Utah, and that's a look at college football's best games today, I think, unless you guys have something. And I wish we were getting some steam. Yeah, I do agree. Want to get some FCS out there a little bit, or at least some steam. Okay. Let's see here. Jim's on the Bearcats. Bill says I'm a weird guy. I don't think he's talking about me, but I'll say it's me. USC money line for Keith. Utah's tough. He likes them by 12, says Greg there. All right, I think that's it. That's it for football, huh? Man, it's going to be a good day of football. Boy. And we'll have UFC coverage when football's going on. We've got to keep it rolling right now, man. We got a bunch of games here. Stay tuned. The CFL playoffs begin today. We got the East and West semifinals, game number 1, or the first game. Okay, here we go. NBA tonight. Billy likes Cincinnati there to get it done there in Utah. Okay, the Kings are at the Bucks to start us off here, and NBA action tonight, a 6-game card, and see where we stand right now after some action here last night. We were able to pull off some winners here with the morning steam yesterday. We had Boston. I think they got the money there in the win. Wasn't easy. We had Toronto yesterday here on the show. We had the Bulls here on the show as well. And we had Portland as well. So we had a few winners here yesterday on the Morning Steam show. But let's get into today's games here in the NBA. We're not going to spend a whole ton of time here on these guys. We got a whole rack of hockey to talk about too. We're just going to we'll just give out the plays and go from there. All right, the Kings and the Bucks start us off here. You got the Bucks favoring this one by 5.5. Total 233 or so. The Bucks have covered them all so far this season. They're 4-1, 5-0 against the spread. But you know what? Sacramento may actually have they haven't been good. I can't even give you any excuses here, but this should be the letdown spot. Maybe I'm on them, maybe I'm not. I'll probably gravitate toward the total here, actually, in this one between the Kings and the Bucks. Kings are 4-1 to the over so far this season, but we'll see if they're totally motivated to get a big number here on Sacramento. Sacramento's allowing just 116.8. I say just. The Bucks are allowing just 115 points. The difference is the Bucks are averaging 10 more points per game this season than Sacramento. So, look, Sacramento's struggling, no doubt about it. The Bucks are hot. So it's either one way or the highway a little bit. Maybe it's a manageable number at 5.5, actually, because the Kings haven't really looked that great. But I don't know. For me, I kind of wanted to get in here on the over here in this one at 233. The Bucks are 4-1 to the over so far, and I'm going to take the over with the Kings and the Bucks. It does look like, remember the question the other night, are we going to see the regression in the totals? Maybe we started to see it last night because some of those numbers got a little bit low, it felt like, right? Okay, here we go with Greg, Kings plus the points. And here's Dirty Red. No, let's see. Greg says Bucks here by 3. All right. And let's see here. Robert's on the under. 9 Legacy says take the Bucks and lay it. Blake is on the Bucks. Robert D is on the over. That one's at 5:10 Eastern, 2:10 Pacific to get the card started. And I think Blue says, yeah, the weekday is one thing, the weekend's another. Take the over, I think. Next up, the Timberwolves are taking on the Hornets here, and you got both teams come in with a 2-3 record. The Hornets are 0-5 against the spread so far this season. Hornets are at least 3-2. These two teams are combined 8-2 to the over so far this season. The Hornets are averaging 124. They're allowing 124 so far this season. So do have here Minnesota can't cover anything. Feels like right now, and not covering on the road, not covered anywhere. Now Charlotte has lost 15 of their last 18 games dating back to last year, and they're 5-13 against the spread in their last 18 games overall dating back to last season. But Minnesota can't cover one. They got to cover one sometime. Can they do it here against the Hornets? Is time finally up? Okay, see what you got here in this one. Can we go to the Hornets again? Are the Wolves looking that bad? Don't forget, you obviously have issues here personnel-wise with Minnesota. You got Ant Edwards is definitely out. LaMelo Ball is questionable. Brandon Miller's still out as well. But maybe with the Hornets, with Edwards out, maybe you can still look to the Hornets here. Okay, Cash Kane says, "Oh yeah, don't forget Giannis being questionable too. That's part of it. I mean, that's why the line was so low. But okay, let's see here. Hornets money line for Cash Kane. Charlotte plus the points for Greg. They can score more than the T-Wolves. I'm on them if you're on them. I'm taking the Hornets. So let's take the Hornets here and see if they can get another cover. I mean, hey, they don't even have to win." Thank you, Dunya. Take care. Hornets for Blake. Hornets money line for Blake. Next up, the Magic are at the Wizards tonight. You got the Magic here coming in with a 2-4 record, 1-5 ATS. The Wizards are 1-4 and 1-4 against the spread right now. So both teams are looking pretty shaky here for sure. Wizards, are they really improved here? They are averaging 118 points a game, but allowing 129 points per game right now. It feels like Orlando should be the classier team a little bit coming in. These two teams pretty familiar with one another, right? You have Orlando 5-1 against the spread their last 6 games against Washington. Washington can't win at home, period. It feels like they've lost 9 of their last 10 at home dating back to last year. For Orlando here, they're not covering numbers either at this point, but they do have a series here where they kind of dominate against Washington, and I'm going to take Orlando here to win this one by double digits. Give me the Magic on the road, and I'm going to lay it this time. All right, and Magic first half here for Blake. Greg here likes, this one's right on. Robert's got the under here. Blue likes Orlando. Thank you, guys. Let's keep it rolling here right now with the Warriors on the road taking on the Pacers. Man, Warriors, 9.5-point favorite here against the Pacers. Look, Pacers have all kinds of problems. I get that. But even though they're 0-5 right now, or they're 0-6, they have covered 3 games. So give them that right now. They're not failing to cover here. Warriors are 5-1 to the over so far this season, but man, laying double digits here. Now the Pacers are losing games by an average of 11 points per game, but at least they're at home getting these points. It's been all about the injuries so far, and they are getting these double digits. We got Halliburton out, Nembhard questionable, Furphy questionable, Mathurin out, Toppin out. So a little bit of a rough to go here for Indiana for sure. And Golden State just feels like they're just rolling through everybody here at this point. But like I said, 4-2 against the spread. So will that be enough there to consider? I'm going to take Indiana here. Wake up, hopefully get this number here. They just got to stay within single digits at home. They're still the Pacers a little bit. It's going to take a long time to kind of recoup these losses. It's going to take a while, to get fixed up here once they get healthy. And it's not necessarily going to happen tonight, but again, 10 points, I'm willing to consider it here. All right, let's see here. We got Dirty Reg would take the whiz there, but he doesn't like to bet bad teams. Yeah, that's definite. Blake here on the over. Roberts on the over. Cash Cane's on the over. And Warriors to cover here, says Greg, and he likes it in an over. He likes Warriors and over there with that prediction. Couple more here now. The Rockets are on the road taking on the Celtics. Yeah, this game was supposed to be a pretty good game, but it doesn't shape up to be so right now with the Rockets coming in here at 2-2, 3-1 against the spread so far. Celtics are 3-3, 3-3 ATS. Rockets 3-1 to the over. Celtics are 2-4 to the over. Still laying a number here though. Right now are the Rockets because the Celtics have also some personnel issues. They probably don't have as strong a team right now. Heading into the season, we say right now, like, is it going to get better here very soon? I don't know if it's going to, but Houston's just 3-7 against the spread. Their last 10 games against Boston overall. They've also lost 8 of the last 10 games to Boston here. So I might think that Boston at home at least can manage something and keep it close. 7 of the last 9 meetings between these two teams have gone under. I would imagine this one could go under again, but I'm going to take Boston here, plus the points at home against Houston tonight. Stay in there and cover. And, you got a little Indiana from last night, a little back-to-back. Billy says, remember when the Boomer Sooner thing fell over before? Or Cascades on the Rockets. Greg says Houston does own them. They own them all right, but I don't know. Do they? Boston's won 8 of the last 10 meetings between the two teams and covered 7 of those. That sounds like the other way around. Blake says take the Celtics. Greg here says right on the number, maybe over. I think that's over there a little bit. And Billy remembers back when Houston played Boston in the finals. And Robert likes the over in this one. All right, one more tonight. The Mavericks are on the road taking on the Pistons here. And you got the Pistons are 8-point favorites over the Mavericks. Things aren't going good for Dallas, huh? Pistons here 3-2. 3-2 against the spread. Mavs come in 2-3 and 2-3 to the number here. It's been seems like a rough start, but I mean, I don't know. Shouldn't now we'll note it says at Pistons. I got to fix this. This game is being played in Mexico City, so I don't know if that changes anything, or if you think that maybe the spread was I don't know, a fair spread before, or something to that effect. But this game will be played in Mexico City tonight with the Pistons favored by 8. Maybe that will give Dallas a little bit of a chance. I don't know why, I don't think that's a logistical thing or a thin air type of thing, but all right, and Mavs come. Like I said, Mavs are 1-4 to the under this season. The Pistons are 2-3 to the under so far this season. Mavericks averaging just 107 points per game so far here. And let's see if you guys have anything in the chat in this one. All right, Rockets are good this year. There says Bill. And they said, once Durant gets going in the playoffs, I think. Here's Blake. I think he's going under in this one. Robert says take Dallas. Bobby says go under there in that one. And, I'm going to try Dallas here, plus the points. Maybe, I think for me, there might be a little bit more volatility in this game. I guess you could say that maybe the elements or the, going down there may accentuate the better team here, but I'm going to say that maybe it just makes it more of an even playing field, playing surface, playing court, whatever. Greg here, though, I think he likes the Pistons to take care of business in this one. Too many injuries, though, here. Fair point. Too many injuries here in this one. In fact, we just saw that injury report here come out a few moments ago with a new injury update on some of these players. D'Lo is questionable, Gafford is questionable, Exum is out, and Lively is out. So definitely the injuries are on Dallas here. Okay. All right, let's go to hockey. There's a bunch of games, and we're going to spend even less time on them. But we're going to look at the goalies. We're going to do the best we can here and pick some winners tonight. Remember, my best plays come out there, shortly before 30 to 60 minutes before the first game that I usually have on the card. I don't send it out if I don't have anything on the early card, I don't send it out before the early game. Usually get the first game that I have and then the rest of the card if I have more. Muchen Gladbach. Hello, Fernando. As I like to call him, Alberto. Not our Alberto. I'm talking about Fernando Mendoza of the Hoosiers. Call him Alberto Mendoza. If you know, you know. All right, let me get to the hockey here and just a bunch of plays. I think is what we're going to end up with here right now. And first off, we've got Carolina taking on Boston here in this one. Hey, for Boston, it's been a little bit of a rugged start. We know that right now. And for Carolina, look, I think we can say it's been a good start, 7-3 overall here. You know, Boston's still just 6-7 right now, and they've been pretty terrific on the puck line. They haven't been a favorite every time. They've been a dog a little bit too, especially with the weak start they had. So I think they can get a puck line here. Now, you got to lay a little bit here at $1.50, but I'm taking the Bruins today on the puck line at plus 150 in this one. Like I said, they're 9-4 on the puck line this season. The Hurricanes are coming in and scored a bunch of goals, but let me see. I think do we have a goalie change? Let me bring up the graphic here in this one. My computer is no, we're fine. No, still Anderson and Swayman here. So look, Anderson's going to be the better option here, obviously at 4-2. Swayman 3-4, 3.44 goals against, but Anderson has a 3.1 goals against. And hey, I'll take the puck line here with Boston today. This one's at 1:07 Eastern, 10:07 Pacific. Greg likes it 4-3. Cash Kane says Kane's on the money line. Next up is the Penguins on the road taking on the Jets. I think I have Artur Silovs now going here. Some of the sites have Yari still going, but I believe it's going to be Silovs now in this one with the Penguins. On the road here, a dog obviously to the Jets here, but Penguins are 8-2-2. They're just as good as the Jets right now. Jets are 8-3, but the Penguins are the ones 10-2 on the puck line right now. They're a minus $1.70 on the puck line today, but hey, the Jets are $1.75 on the money line. So unless you want to take them, Penguins as a dog here. That might not be a bad option, but look, if it's either going to be a money line or a puck line, I'm not going to get too lazy on some of these, but I think I am going to take the Penguins today on the puck line. Like I said, they are playing pretty terrific here right now, and even at $1.75, if you want to go down to maybe plus one, maybe that is more a feasible option. But for me, I think the Penguins are playing well enough right now that I'm going to consider them here in this game against Winnipeg, even on the puck line here at $1, and I'll even throw in $1.75. It's Saturday. You're going to get a little bit. I'm going to be a little bit more. I don't know if it's conservative is the word, but do have Penguins here just 4-8 in their last 12 games at home against Pittsburgh. So. Yeah, you know what? That's a pretty long sample size, but still, Pittsburgh actually is just, however, 1-4 in their last 5 games. So it's long term. Winnipeg has had Pittsburgh's had their numbers. Short term, it's kind of been Winnipeg here. But let me see what you guys have. I'm going pretty conservative in this game. All right, first trade over for the Bruins game, says Timothy. Blake's on the Bruins there on the puck line. Robert took over in the first period of the Hurricanes game. Greg has the Penguins to win this one outright. There you go. Just take it. Just take it. That's what I need to do, be a little bit more assertive. Jets in regulation for Timothy. Blake likes under. Crosby to keep going, get a goal. Robert likes the over as well. Greg says Pittsburgh playing well and doing well here. Yeah, two good teams here right now. One of the best games of the day for sure between Pittsburgh and Winnipeg. Next up, the Flames are on the road taking on the Predators here. You got the Predators going to be a favorite here, about $1.35. Predators come in here 4-6. Flames just 2-8 right now. It's been a struggle for sure, but Flames are 9-3 to the over so far. The Predators are 4-8 to the under so far. But when these two teams meet, it has been a Calgary series, believe it or not. Calgary's won 11 of the last 16 times into Nashville. So, Calgary's had the better of them for sure so far. But Calgary is struggling. We know that with just one win in their last 12 games outright and a 2-8-2 record overall. It's been a little bad, but this matchup is actually, I think the matchup is actually pretty good for them here. And you just think you'd be getting a better price with Calgary because they've been so bad. But you got Wolf and Sarish here as the goalies in this one. But let's see how you have it here between these two. I'm going with the under in this one with Calgary and Nashville. All right, and Blake is on the Predators here. Cash Cane's on the Flames. Nashville for Robert D. And Mr. Weskers is here. Thank you, Mr. Weskers. For Flames here, Greg's playing the do factor again. Timothy's got the Flames. Robert's on the Flames. I think we're all kind of going on the Flames a little bit. Yeah, maybe the Flames can turn it around here. Maybe they found the opponent they can beat here today. I'm moving a little bit quickly here. I've got the where's the Avalanche game here? I missed one. Boy, I've been struggling on the graphics, huh, guys? Here a little bit. All right, Askarov. Oh, dead air. Okay, here we go. 230 in the total, 6.5 under 15 here, I think, maybe under 20. Avalanche and Sharks in this one. Got the Avs coming in here. We know how good they've been. Oh, here we go. There we go. We know Avalanche 7-1-4 so far this season. 5-7 to the under, allowing 2.7 goals per game for the Sharks. 3-6-2, and they got that win over the Devils. That was great. And they are 8-3 to the over so far this season. 4 of the last 6 meetings between these two teams have gone under. The Sharks won that game, man. They needed a win. They really only won 3 of their last 20 games overall, dating back to last year. Colorado has won 10 straight meetings between these two teams here. So still got to lay a big 230, right? So what are you really going to do here in this one when Colorado takes on San Jose in that big puck line? Because San Jose kind of hang in here and at least get that puck line cover here tonight. I'm going over in this one with San Jose and Colorado. I know I got burned on one of those lopsided West Coast games there. Wasn't last night, right? Must have been the night before. But give me the over here in this one between Colorado and San Jose. You got the Sharks are 8-3 to the over. We know they're maybe, I don't know if it's dictate the pace, just allow you to dictate the pace a little bit. Colorado's been an under, but they're playing the Sharks here. I'm going to go over. I'm going over in this one. All right. Avalanche in regulation says Timothy. Stars money line for Cash Kane. Greg says 4-3. That's an over. And that's a good price on, I think, on the Sharks at $1.25, right? Wouldn't that be who you take there? Sharks puck line. Hello to DeAndre in the chat. And let's take Cash Kane here on the Avs. And DeAndre showed up for the hockey because he loves hockey so much. Abs here for Blake, I think. San Jose money line for Mr. Weskers here. And Robert says Sharks puck line, Blake puck line, somebody puck line, Abs puck line, not pickling. I thought that maybe Blake was doing some pickling there of something. All right. Greg says yesterday he hit Colorado early with that. Don't forget, yeah, good point too. Back-to-back for Colorado, back-to-back day games for Colorado. Interesting, Greg. Right. All right, I'm going to take the over. Now we can go to the Stars and the Panthers with Ottinger going up against Bobrovsky here. Stars come in 6-3-2, 3-8 on the puck line, but the Panthers are 5-1 and 2-9 on the puck line. But we're dealing with a pretty thin margin here. These two teams are combined 8-14 to the under this season because they just don't score. The Stars are averaging 2.7 goals per game, and the Panthers are averaging 2.5 goals per game. Dallas has been a solid under here, 7 straight unders right now. They've also been consistently under here a little bit on the road. Florida also been an under, although 7 of the last 9 meetings between these two teams have gone over. Still, I've got to take it under here. It's 5.5. You're not pretty sure there's no 6s out there. No, it's all 5.5, but it's heavily juiced, at least even money for the under here. And I'm going to take the under with Dallas and Florida at 6:07 Eastern, 3:07 Pacific. All right, Stars here for Bobby Mack. He also likes the under. Timothy says go under in this one, and Blake. We're all on the under here. That would be what we used to call a consensus. Next up, oh, here we go. Where's the steam? You're right. Where's the steam, you guys? Did one come in and I missed it? It's like the steam machine is broke. Call Don Best. Maple Leafs and Flyers here. The Leafs are on the road. The Leafs are favored here at the Flyers. Flyers are the team that's 6-3-1 coming in. The Leafs are 5-5-1. Maple Leafs also just 2-9 on the puck line. It's a big puck line number. I get that. Leafs are 9-2 to the over so far this season, allowing 3.8 goals per game. The Flyers, it's been defense and goaltending. They're allowing just 2.4 goals per game. These Flyers, how about that? We know the Leafs do kind of have a stronghold in the series here against them of late. You know, Toronto here comes in having won. Get it here. It's been pretty steady here for Toronto of late. Let's see. Toronto's won, just 11 of the last 12 in the series overall. 7 of the last 9 meetings between these two teams have gone over. Toronto's been going over big time, as I said so far. In fact, not only are they 7-1 or 9-2 the over, but they've gone over here now in 6 straight. So I gotta feel like this one is going over today. We're getting it at 6 over at minus. In fact, it's at least 6 flat. There's a 6 over 15 out there, but I'm going over with Toronto and Philadelphia here tonight. Give me the over in this one. And let's see. I think Blake is going with the Flyers here. Timothy likes the under, but he said find the 6.5s out there, and I can find one at DK for 6.5 under minus 130. Watching this match here with Bublik and FAA went tie break there in the first set. I didn't play the. I've been hot all week in Paris, but these matches were tough for me today. Senators and the Canadians here in this one. You got the Senators on the road here. little bit of an underdog. Canadians are minus $1.25. Canadians come in 8-3 here so far. Senators have matched up pretty well against them. They're 6-5-1 coming in. Senators are 9-3 to the over so far, allowing 3.9 goals per game and scoring 3.8 goals per game. Ottawa's won 10 of the last 13 meetings between the two. 4 of the last 5 games between these two teams have gone over, but you know what? When you get the two Canadian teams in here a little bit, I think I want to try the under. Let's see what you guys have, though, in this one between Ottawa and Montreal. I might be able to be talked out of it here. Let me check my figure. Let me check my figures. Yeah, my algorithm. And I'll go to the chat. I'm going under. I said it. I'm sticking by it. All right, here come the plays. It's going to be Roberts on Montreal here. Timothy did go over there. See, if I would have saw Timothy went over, I might have gone over. But Blake's with me. So, all right, swing me back a little bit. If it's 1-1, I'll take the under. And Greg says 4-2 in favor of the Canadians. All right. We're doing good here. We're making time. We'll get out of here by the top of the hour. Connects and Wild here with Thatcher Demko on the road going up against Gus. For the Canucks here, they come in with a record of – did I miss the Blues and the Blue Jackets here? You guys, gosh darn it. All right. Let me keep going here. Canucks and Demko, 6-6 record for the Canucks. The Wilds, 3-6-1 here so far. Not looking that great. Canucks are, the Wild are allowing 3.9 goals per game so far. That's kind of where a big slip up is happening here. It feels like right now. Wild have not been playing that well so far, but do have Vancouver here. Like I said, coming in here with a 500 record at least. They're averaging 2.8 goals per game, allowing 3.0 goals per game so far, when Vancouver usually comes in here to take on the Wild. It's usually a Wild series. I want to look at the numbers here on that, actually. Vancouver is 2-10 in the last 12 games against Minnesota. So Minnesota's a pretty big favorite. I know I like them here. It's just that Minnesota's kind of been struggling as well. So do you really want to trust them here, though, at $1.55 when Minnesota's lost 5 in a row as well? But Vancouver's lost 6 straight here. Like I said, 2-10 overall. I'm going to go to Minnesota here. Even at this price, they're just going to be my play here on the morning steam. At even $1.55 or $1.60, I'm going with the Wild. All right, Canucks money line, though, here for Robert McCormick. And let's see here. Wow, Fernando's got his notifications set for every goal. He must be like, but there are no goals today. So Robert's got the under. Timothy says Wild in regulation. And Blake said the same thing, right? Look at that. When you see this, okay, back-to-back comments, same exact. It used to be in the old days because we didn't have anybody in the chat, right? With Ramon and like 3 people, we'd be like, okay, I know it's you, or whoever, right? But we know Timothy and Blake are 2 different guys. And they said the exact, when you see that, that's like should be an automatic play. That's like when you got a steam move and a reverse move on the same team at the same time. When I see that on the betting patterns, I'm on it. So probably should go Wild in regulation to get the price down. That's what that's saying. Greg says going to go overtime. All right. You've got the Devils and the Kings here. Let me go back and do the other games, you guys. The Blues and the Blue Jackets. I blew another one. Okay. Bennington here against Jet Greaves. I've got Jet Greaves in there. Not Jet Blue, but Jet Greaves. Minus $1.45, and the total 6.5 feels like. There we go. Let me do this game first. Blues and Blue Jackets. Blues come in 3-6-2 here right now. Blue Jackets are 6-4. Blue Jackets are 7-3 on the puck line. Blues, which just 3-8 on the puck line. Blues are 8-3 to the over, allowing 4.4 goals per game, and they might not even be able to hold down the Blue Jackets here. It feels like. Did I miss? How many games did I miss, you guys? Did I miss the Capitals and the Sabres too? Oh my goodness, I'm killing us, you guys. We're going to be out of here soon here. We're not going to make it to the top of the hour if I keep forgetting these games. All right, let me get the Blues here. They've obviously been struggling here right now with 6 straight losses. Blues are just 1-4 against the Blue Jackets in their last 5. Columbus has been hot all of a sudden. They've won 5 of their last 6. So, yeah, it's $1.45 here, but I'm willing to do it. I'm on Columbus here in this one, especially since I can't get the graphics right and I keep messing up the games. Just got to take a big favorite. That's what I got to do. Get it right, Ramon. I mean, struggling here. We need a producer. Blue Jackets money line. Columbus has had all 4 lines producing. They've got a great coach. Robert says Columbus money line. Blake's on Columbus here. Puck line. Robert's on Columbus. So a lot of Columbus pretty popular here, and under 6.5. All right, and I missed the Capitals too. Did I not do the Capitals game? Gosh. Capitals here with Lindgren. You can't forget this game. I mean, Lindgren at the Sabres and Lion. I guess you could forget about this one. But Buffalo here is $1.20 favorite against the Caps today. Break them up. Is this real life? Okay. I mean, look, the Sabres are showing a little bit of life here, it feels like, at least. Still have the Capitals coming in here, just 6-5, but they've got Lindgren in here. Should be pretty awesome. He's allowing just 1.44 goals per game so far this season. So I get it. I mean, you're on the road here. It probably won't be all that, but still, he's been one of the best in there. And actually, oh no. For the Sabres, it's Luukkonen in there. Now I got to get it right. Okay, there we go. Luukkonen's in there, actually, for Buffalo here today. They're still favored here, and it's 6.5 for sure. But still, with Luukkonen there, hasn't changed things. Buffalo's still a favorite going up against Charlie Lindgren in this one. Lindgren, a 3.7. Oh, it's Lindgren. Okay, not Thompson. Oh, okay, I typed in Lindgren. That's okay. So Lindgren has not been as sharp as Thompson for sure, but he's played in 3 games, 1.2 goals against, 88% save percentage. We got the backups in here, so it's up to 6.5. And I'm going to go over in this one with Washington and Buffalo tonight, now that I see the goalies in there and I've fixed it up. All right. Fernando's got a live bet in there. Thank you, Fernando. All right, here we go. Now I got it right. Devils and Kings here. We know we'd get there. Markstrom here going up against Kemper. You got Markstrom 2-2, 5.1. 5.13 goals against. Kemper 3-2-3, 2.81 goals against. Coming in, the Devils coming in here with an 8-3 record right now. Kings are 5-3-4 so far this season. This one's nearly a toss-up coming in with the Devils maybe just a slight favorite on the road. 8 of the last 10 meetings between these two teams have gone under, although New Jersey's been a bit of an over on the road so far for sure. A little bit of an over so far this season. But I've got the under in this game between the Devils and the Kings here tonight. Give me the under with these 2 goalies in here with Markstrom and Kemper. Markstrom, not as bad as his 5.13 goals against. We know that. Let's see what you got, though, in the chat. Here's Robert on the Sabres. Timothy is on the Devils. And Bobby's on the Devils. And Blake is on the Devils. Heavy Devils action here. That's a consensus. Chicago and Edmonton tonight. You got Chicago here, big dog. Edmonton's up to $3. 6.5 under 20. Spencer Knight's in there. 4.31 goals against, 2.59. A 4-3-1 record, 2.59 goals against. Skinner's 3-3-2. He's got a 2.59 goals against coming into this one. Blackhawks are 5-4-2. The Oilers are 5-4-3. See, it sounds like these should be evenly matched teams, but they're not, apparently. The Oilers are giving up 3.3 goals per game. That's more than the Blackhawks are giving up. Man, Blackhawks are 4-7 to the under so far, but the Oilers are 7-5 to the over. 13 of the last 18 meetings between these two teams have gone over, and also 13 of the last 18 meetings have gone over when they played in Edmonton. Chicago has a tendency to go over on the road more than at home, where they're mostly an under. Edmonton's been going over at home, period, so far this season. Pretty much. I think all but one have gone over, maybe all of them. I'm going over here with Chicago and Edmonton. Give me the over tonight in this one with the Blackhawks and the Oilers. All right, Timothy's on the Blackhawks, and Greg says the Devils are money. Blue says go over, over, over. Greg says take the Oilers tonight and go over. Last one here, Rangers on the road, take it on the Kraken. The Rangers are 5-5-2 coming in. The Kraken are 5-2-3 coming in so far. Rangers are scoring just 2.3 goals per game so far this season. That's been their problem, but mostly at home is where they've had the problems actually scoring. On the road, they've been just fine. That's where they've been playing their best hockey for sure. Rangers have won 4 of the last 5 meetings between these two teams. Rangers also have gone over in 4 of their last 6 games overall. But here you have the Rangers at $1.35. They were as low as $1.20 here, but the move's kind of been on the Rangers. I don't know if I want them necessarily. Like I said, even though they are, playing well on the road, I'll give you that. All righty, I'm on the under in this one with the Rangers and Seattle, and I think the show is just about over. I'm going to pick these CFL games here real quick. And, hey, enjoy the Breeders' Cup today as well. Man, the chalk was coming in there a little bit on those late races there. I think I had some of these chalky. Let me look at my ticket here. I had Ted Naffy, favorite. G-Stod. I don't think G-Stod was G-Stod a favorite, but I had G-Stod in the juvenile turf. I had Ted Naffy in the juvenile, and I think the chalk was coming in there a little bit late, but there was only 5 races yesterday, 9 today, so enjoy that. And let's see here, a few more comments from you guys, and the show will pretty much be over. Thank you, everybody. Timothy's on the Kraken, New Jersey for Billy and over. Greg says 3-2. Kraken for Blue. Robert likes the under. Stop Geo's here. He's got Julius Randle and a prop. Thank you, Stop Geo. Nice to see you today. Robert's on the Kraken. And Seattle, are they starting to go backwards? They only have 2 regulation losses this year, though. Let's see here. Stop Geo's got a little parlay action this weekend in the NFL. And Blake says, what about the Ole Miss game, Ramon? Can you give me a play here maybe on the fly? I might be able to do that, Blake. Let me see here. I'm just going to go off my sheet here a little bit. Yep. Oh, okay. I've got South Carolina, Blake. I've got South Carolina here right on my notes, and I'm going to take them here, plus those big points. Give me South Carolina official. Morning steam play, South Carolina over Ole Miss, plus the points. Is it 13? 12. It's 12. All right. 12. Okay, Blue says Tennessee team total over. I think that might be an NFL play. Okay, Blue Bombers and Alouettes. I've got the under here. This is the East semifinal here. I'm going under in this one with the Blue Bombers and the Alouettes in the early game here tonight. This one is at 2 Pacific, 11 Eastern, and both teams come in 10-8 right now. And I'm going to go with the under here in this one. Montreal usually plays pretty tough unders at home. Winnipeg's gone under in 5 straight. Give me the under. And out west later on tonight at 6:30 Eastern, 3:30 Pacific with Calgary and British Columbia here. And in this one, I've got Calgary plus 4.5 points. I know that BC's been looking pretty good at home. I've got this one as kind of a wild one here. I'm concerned about the injuries for BC actually in this game. I think they're a little bit shorthanded on offense here with some injuries. I don't even know which one of these guys. Look, McInnes has an injury designation. McGee has an injury. These aren't the McInnes, obviously, but some of these guys. Also, Butler, the top back, he's slowed in the Saskatchewan game. So I've got Calgary plus the points in that one. All right. A few more comments and we're out. Made it top of the hour right here, right now. Greg's got Ole Miss there, and that's it. Thank you for joining me here on the Morning Steam. Make sure you're back here at 4 Eastern, 1 Pacific for UFC companion coverage. Garcia versus Onama, plus that co-main event, Cortez Acosta versus Delija. Here today, join Mikey Money and the crew. Don't forget, check me out at winnable.com to get my plays. Right now, I got a 5-pack college football early games starting in 1 hour. Check those out. It costs you just 40 cents a day when you subscribe for 1 month and use the promo code STEAM. If you think this show is worth 40 cents a day to you, please consider subscribing here. It's through Stripe. It's just like you were in your Taco Bell drive-through, and you just click on the
final
winnable. You go to winnable.com/Ramon. I was going to show it here, and then now all of a sudden, probably should just show the commercial. But you're going to go to it. You're going to see me right there, or the nameplate there. And when you go down to it, say you subscribe for 1 month here, right there, just like that. And there comes some injuries coming in there a little bit. $19.95, and you hit subscribe, right? And when it comes up in subscribe, you're going to go right to it, and you hit the Apple Pay or the Google Pay right there. This is, by the way, if you win the contest where it says apply promo, watch this. So if you win the contest, people have been saying, how do you do it? You go to this page, right? It says apply promo. If you go there and do the winner, remember, winner is for someone who wins the contest, right? So you type it in, winner, and then look what happens when you apply. You type it in winner, right? So it still says the cost. Hit apply, and then boom. Cost is $0 now. The cost is $0, so that's how you're going to do it. And then when you click on the Apple Pay, it's going to come up just like this, where you double click to pay, like you're in your, and it says $0. Okay, yours is going to say, $16.95 or whatever. If you subscribe for a month, I'm going to give you an extra week in there. You subscribe for a day, I'll give you 2 days. Subscribe to the 3-day, I'll give you 5 days. Subscribe to that 7-day, I put on 10 days. Subscribe for a month, I put on an extra week. Okay, you subscribe for the 3 months, I put on an extra month. That's how I do it. I just give them, and I'm making good 50 cents a day, 40 cents a day off of it. So, man, I got this large pizza last night because of you guys. It's great. Here we go with the promo, with the commercial, then we'll do the drawing.
Hey, it's Mikey Money here, letting you know the Sports Money team is live on Winnable. Come check out our best bets.
For a low monthly cost, you get the very best bets delivered instantly to your phone by text the moment they're locked in. No delays, no missed lines, just the smartest plays at the best odds.
We do the work, you get the plays, and they're sent right to your phone right when we drop them.
Don't wait, don't guess, don't miss the line. Join the winning team today and start cashing tickets with Winnable.
Here we go with the drawing, then we're out of here. Have a great day. We'll see you in a few hours. Here's the drawing for 1 month of my plays. Hopefully we win together. And if you do, hopefully you'll resubscribe and keep supporting me here on this. Damon Waring. Oh, that's great, Damon. Please consider using that promo code WINNER and going to Winnable and taking delivery of my plays daily here. Hey, maybe just see how I do. It's just maybe you can give me a hard time with the plays. That's whatever you want. I just appreciate you and your support, Damon. Thank you very much. And you're the winner today. It's going to do it here for the Morning Steam Show. Like I said, be back here in just a short time. Whoops. I might not be back at all. But make sure you join Mikey Money here and me and Jeff today at 4 Eastern and 1 Pacific with that coverage. All right. We'll have lots of college football, and we're going to go right into the World Series. World Series is going to start. Hopefully we'll make it all the way through. You know, we might be off the air there, but if the World Series is good, we might go all the way. So join us then. Thanks to everybody in the chat. Great comments today. Was great. And I'm sorry to, our friend SF9er. He gives great comments, but as soon as you go with the, using the derogatory slur, that's where it ended. So hopefully, if somebody does something like that, understands. I mean, I was even letting it go in there. I was getting a little goofy in there, but once you do that, here, I mean, I'm as rainbow as the next guy, I guess. I don't know what that means, but I'm not totally rainbow. Just to appreciate the rain. Okay, appreciate the rainbow at least. Okay, not gonna go crazy or anything. All right. Yep. MMA later. Thanks to all the comments in there, Greg. At least I haven't met the man of my dreams yet. Here, hope it doesn't happen. Great. That's what it is, Greg. You're right. We're just sharing our experiences together, having a great time. Thank you very much. And thank you, Robert, for everything. And Blake as well. Fernando Alberto Mendoza. For the Sports Money Network, I'm Ramon Scott. So long.
Then we make the 100-yard dash to the window. I don't know what you thought. It's Ramon Scott running so hot. Sports make money and we make money with sports money every single day. NFL, NHL, NCAA. Stay away from the juice, we might play a parlay. It's the Morning Steam. Ramon Scott. Sports money. Wake your ass up and let's get to the money. Get to the money.